Hey guys, this video is basically to show you how to make a girl yours, or in other words, how to make a girl fall in love with you. There's various things that people don't understand about relationships, or how to actually have one. You know, a relationship is not meant to be free, and it's not to be similar to having a single life. There's a difference between friendships and relationships. And I may make another video about that, explain the difference between those two, because I see time and time again that people don't know the difference between those two, and it makes the dating world and having relationships really not so great. So first of all, control. I know girls say it all the time that they don't want a controlling boyfriend and they want to be free, and that's a no-no. But I'm here to tell you that that's false. Being controlling is nothing else but reassuring yourself and having your partner reassure you that they belong to you and they're in love with you. Controlling goes as far as how a girl dresses, um, how a girl behaves, how a girl interacts with other people. Like, you can't get with a girl who's single and let that girl stay with those same habits. For example, if you meet a girlfriend who, if you meet a girl who becomes your girlfriend, but when you meet her, she is wearing tank tops and leggings or short skirts or shorts, or stuff that shows off her body. Like, that's all well and good while they're single, because they're either looking for something, or they enjoy their in being independent. Being independent and not having a boyfriend, um and they don't mind having other guys looking at them. But once you're in a relationship, all of that has to stop. Um, you can't let a girl do that. You have to sit the girl down and talk to them about this and tell them that those days are over. As far as wearing 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 short shirts, short pants, short shorts, skirts, all of those things. It depends on what you accept and what you don't accept. But it's all about you. Because no man wants a girl that belongs to the world. Everybody wants a girl which the world understands that the girl belongs to you. You know what I mean? You need to have control of the relationship. You can't let the girl control the relationship. Because for one, she loses respect for you. And for two, the relationship will fall apart. I've had a couple of relationships which I have taken serious and I have not taken serious. And the ones which I have taken serious, I've been very controlling. And they've been probably some of the best relationships I've ever had. And they will say the same too. Because at first they don't they it's a shock to them that somebody is this controlling and has limits and boundaries and all of those things. But you have to explain to them that the only reason why you have these boundaries and these limits and others didn't with them is because you actually taking them serious. If you were not taking them serious, they'll know that, because they're used to that. They're used to guys not taking them serious. They're used to people settling down with how they are and how they've been. You can't do that. You need to make them understand that you're different. That you're different. You have morals, you have principles, you have rules, which we will get into that a little later. And you have to you have to make sure that they get it. Do you know what I mean? It's a process. But if the girl is looking for what you're looking for, then they will work with you. They'll work with you and they'll accept these things because if a girl is not willing or not ready to go about this change, then you can't take them serious. And they're not ready to be taken serious either. And it's really that simple. They're not ready to be taken serious, and they're not ready to be in a relationship. And that's basically it. Being controlling in a relationship shows the girl that you actually love her and you actually don't want other men looking at her, looking at what's quote unquote supposed to be yours, you know? Alright, moving on to jealousy. Jealousy. Um I'm not saying pretend to be jealous or pretend to be something you're not, because that's not what I'm telling you. Every guy who's with a girl wants that girl to be theirs and only theirs. Those that don't say that are lying. You need to make that clear, and you should not suppress those feelings, because there's a lot of guys that they want to make themselves look, I'm sorry, look like nothing phases them, or um like a, like being cold and being just being not caring about what a girl does is the answer to it, and a girl will come around and she'll do things by herself. That's not true. You need to let her know that you're jealous, you're you have a problem with other guys looking at her, you have a problem not knowing if that girl is yours. You need to make that person understand that you're not willing to share. You're not willing to give other men eye candy, or peeks of what's yours. You need to make her know that you can't go about a relationship and pretend to be something that you're not. And a lot of guys, most guys do that for the sake of keeping their girl with them, and that's only gonna work until a girl realizes that with or without the guy, their life is the same. If they see that their life is the same with or without that man, she's gonna walk away. Or if she sees a guy that is, if you give her that opportunity to meet another guy which has all of these qualities, you're you're the past automatically. And this is what we're gonna get into: space. Because she will only meet a guy if you give her space. She will only text and call a guy if you give her space. And I'm not saying that girls don't do that when guys don't give them space, but the loyal ones, the ones that are ready for a relationship, won't do those things when you don't give them space. Because space, I know people say that space is healthy, letting a girl be independent is healthy. I'm not saying control every aspect of her life. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying abuse is right or any of those things. I know that's what it sounds like, but that's not what it is at all. I'm talking about no space, as no space, as in you could see your girlfriend every day. You could do that. You sleep every day. You eat every day. You you have a moment to sit down every day, you could do that. So you have time to do all of those things. You have time to see your girlfriend at least once every day. And in nowadays there's Skype, there's Uvu, there's FaceTime, there's all types of things that no matter what you're doing, no matter if all the way in New Jersey and she's all the way in Brooklyn or Queens or Pennsylvania, or it doesn't matter. There's ways to keep yourself connected to that person, and ways show to show that person that space is not part of this relationship. Space is very damaging to a relationship. Space gives girls and even guys opportunity to think about the problems in the relationship, or or even give other males or other people that don't have a relationship to come and try to slip into the relationship, try to be friends with your girlfriend, like that all has to do with space. You give a girl space, and the outcome of that is slow, but with time you will find yourself in a relationship that you don't even recognize. I'm not I'm not saying that because I want to bash women, or I want to say that no girl is loyal, no girl is faithful, but think about it. If you show a girl that you're okay with leaving them one day without talking to them, or you don't care if she has guy friends, or um she has guys around her, she will see that that's the type of relationship you want. She will see that there's no wrong in any of those things. She will have time to even if she didn't want that in the beginning, she will understand that you have no problem with it, and that you are basically telling her, hey, your space is yours and my space is mine. You could do whatever you want to do with your space, and I'll do whatever I want to do with my space, and that's wrong. That's wrong for a lot of reasons. uh, Me myself, if I would give a girl that much space, it wouldn't mean that I want to meet another girl, or that I want to cheat on her, or any of those things. But a girl would take it as that. A girl would take it as, oh, you want to do you, I'm gonna do me, and that's the understanding we have. And that may not be the understanding that you have, but that's the message that you're getting across to her, without even trying to get that across to her. And that's why space is something that should be taken very serious, very, very serious. A lot of relationships fall apart because of space, and space is so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. If you I understand long distance relationships, which I understand, but I don't totally agree with it. But I understand like the space there. But you could chat with that person. You could be on Skype with that person all day, or on Uber with that person, or on something, on any video chatting format. I mean, any app, any application, anything, any app, any software, anything that allows you guys to like see each other, talk to each other, or not even talk to each other, just see each other. Like, there's no excuse for space. You give a girl space, that's basically giving a girl away. Okay, that's basically giving a girl away, and I don't think that's what you guys want to do. Rules. Um, I can't tell you what rules you set, because I don't know what you guys want in a relationship. But the rules and principles that you have, you need to make them clear. You need to enforce those rules and principles, you need to let the girl know that those rules are rules for a reason. There's no ifs or buts or anything of that nature. They're not non-negotiable. For example, um, you're not okay with her having guy friends. That's not extreme. I know people say that's extreme. That's not extreme whatsoever. If you're not okay with her having guy friends, then you're not okay with her having guy friends. And if she doesn't respect that, then she chooses to put guys above you, guys that are not in a relationship above you. She chooses to do that. Now, if she chooses to do that, then you need to understand that you need to let that girl go. Okay? Because if she can't put something as guys below you, then that means that she's really not yours. And she probably won't be yours. Rules like that, rules like, I know I covered this in control, but as far as clothing, certain clothing that you are not okay with her wearing, those are rules that she needs to respect, and you need to enforce. You need to talk to her about it, and there's no ifs or buts about that. You need to stand by your rules, and you can't let anybody manipulate those rules or try to get you to see life in a different try to see your relationship in a different way, from a different perspective. You can't do that. You really can't do that, because for a reason you're considered the man of the relationship, and for another reason she's considered the woman of the relationship. Your rules need stability. They need seriousness. You can't just have rules and you just give your arm to bend. If she says he's just a friend from high school, or he's just a co-worker, or it's not serious, you're overreacting. No, no, you're not overreacting. You're 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 not wrong for this. She is. It's a coworker. All right, fine. You have to work with that person. Fine, work with that person. You don't have to laugh with that person. You don't have to. Um, you don't have to hug that person. You don't have to go out with that person. All you need to do is work alongside with that person. Because there's few to none no jobs that you need to interact with talk, or ask for help. You don't need to do any of those things. You know, he's a old friend. All right, he's an old friend. Well, if that friend is so important, then I guess then you should just go out with that friend. If you consider that relationship more important than this relationship, if a girl considers a friendship more important than her relationship with you, then she needs to be in a relationship with her friend. And it's that simple. It's really that simple. This is how you make a girl yours. But it is also how you make a girl fall in love with you. She sees all of those things. She will understand that you're not willing to share her. You're not willing to give her space. You're you're not there for a a time period. You're there for the long run, and she will understand that, and she will love that about you. Trust me. Trust me on this. I know the worst person you could go and ask for advice is a girl. If you go and ask advice about a relationship with a like if you run to a girl and ask relationship advice, she's gonna tell you the opposite of this, like the complete opposite. But yet she'll find somebody, your friend will find somebody who do does all of these things and live by these principles, and she's gonna fall in love with that person, and you're gonna be stuck looking dumb. A girl wants a man. You need to find a girl that belongs to you, not that belongs to the world. Remember, you're the man. She's the woman. You're the guy of the relationship. You're not the girl of this relationship. You can't be. Another point that I forgot to cover. You can't be overly emotional. I say this because girls want to hear you tell them that you love them and that you can't live without them. That's fine. You could do that. But don't be overly emotional. Just be honest. Being honest lets you lets you let that person know how you feel about them. If you tell a girl that you love her, and that you're serious about her, she'll understand that what you telling her once. You don't have to hug her every single day. You can't like talk about your feelings like as if you were trying to as if you were trying to overly overly express your feelings. That doesn't work. If you need to be honest, just be honest with that person and show them how you feel about them. But don't be overly emotional because no girl wants that. Because if a girl wants that, they'll turn to their girlfriends for talks and um all of those things. You can't you're not their girlfriend. You're their man. You're their boyfriend. You're their fiance. Whatever you are. That's what you are. You're not their girlfriend. You're not their friend. You're not their best friend. You're not their. You're not any of those things, and you're not. You don't want to do that. Um, a girl wants a man that is controlling, is jealous, has rules, and does not give them space. And a girl wants a a guy who does all of these things, but he needs to seem like he knows what he's doing. You know, I'm not gonna say that I always knew what I was doing because that is not true, but I understood these points pretty fast. And as of right now, I'm in a very long term relationship, and we have had ups and downs, but not the ups and downs that normal people have. Normal relationships have, modern relationships have, as far as cheating, um, breaking up, as far as any disrespectful any disrespectful things going on like from both of us, like that don't happen. No cheating never happened. No, and I know that for a fact. I know that. And you see, this lets me know, sorry, not believe, know that this girl is mine. And that's basically what I'm trying to get you guys to have and understand how to make a girl yours and how to make a girl fall in love with you, because those two things are really the same thing, like really the same thing. So I hope this video helps, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment, feel free to ask me, and trust me, just trust me, do these things and you won't have to worry about wondering if a girl is yours or if a girl loves you or not. Trust me. I'm sorry this video got a little long, but I really wanted this video really to really help, really help and really make a difference in relationships. Not only for guys, for girls too, because if all of this is followed, a relationship will run smooth. Maybe a girl will have a problem with you being so controlling in the beginning, but she'll slowly understand that it's because you love her, and she'll love you for that. And she'll understand that guys who haven't done this with her are guys who really weren't worth it, who were just there for a temporary amount of time. Like, they'll understand why things didn't work out with them and things worked out with you. And I'm planning to make a couple of videos, like, as far as relationships and other hot topics that you guys will want me to talk about. All right, man. All right, guys. Good luck, and hope this video helps.